All right, we are live with another gaming update and also a guide as well. So basically, in my last video I did some mods and stuff like that, did some testing and stuff. And I figure in this video, I'm going to do an update on it, on that guide, and actually give you the correct load order, as well as we're going to go over the new mods that I have installed on there, and also we will take a look at the difficulty settings, because we want to make sure that we want to make this game as more immersive and more engaging gameplay, and also make the difficulty a little bit more harder so it could be more fun and enjoyable, but also it is going to bring that challenge. So basically, I'm just giving you guys a fully up-to-date, and I'm gonna start off with the difficulty settings, and then we're gonna go to the mod creation, and then we'll play the game and give you like some gameplay examples and stuff like that, and just go over it. And then after that, towards the very end of this video, if you want to see the mods, like the names and the list, and you want to see how the load order, how it goes, I will make sure towards the end of the video, before I end the stream, you get to see all the load order creations in order, and then you can go through it, and then hopefully you can find the mods for yourself, bookmark it, like it, and then you can try it for yourself. So without further ado, let's get started into this update video on this gaming guide of Starfield. And we're going to kick things off with the difficulty settings. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time, but there is some new options on here, which is going to tie into the creation mods and stuff like that I have installed already, and I've tried it, and it's really good. It's pretty cool. And again, there's going to probably be more and more updates and creations on this. I'm probably not going to do this every single week. I'm probably going to have this to be kind of like the final, and then maybe like 2-3 months down the road, if I see any essential mods or something like that, I will do a follow-up and another, updated guide video live for you guys again. So let's get started with the difficulty setting, which is the gameplay options on here. What you see is pretty much is all on normal, but I'm just going to show you in this example of my personal setup, like setting it and stuff. It's already saved in the game already. So all of this, if it's looking like this, but like your save file, whatever that you're at, and let's say you don't, whatever, just go into that save file. When you're in the game, go into the option menu and then change it from there and then save it. And if you go to the main menu, which I'm at the main menu right now, it's all going to be normal. Don't freak out. It's not like it's broken. All your saves and changes will still be saved onto the save game, the save game. So I'm just giving you a quick example. If you load, let's say, you load from whatever game that you was. So let's just say if I load here, and any gameplay difficulty options that you make changes in this save or this loading, then pretty much it's going to stay continuously like that. Even if you continue, all those options are going to be saved when you change them. So you don't have to freak out if you go back in here and you see it looking like this. Don't freak out. It didn't revert back to normal. This is just for like new game plus. Like if you're starting a new game, you could change the difficulty setting before you start a new game, and it should able to save when you start a new game. But for this, I'm just going to give you an example of what are my settings on here and stuff like that, and then I'm going to just set it back to default, and then we'll just jump into the creation, then we'll jump into my save game. So first thing right here is the enemy combat damage. Enemy combat damage, for me, I'm going to set this on very hard. That's personally for me. I find very hard to be both challenging and also very deadly and kind of dangerous. Extreme is actually pushing it even further. Like maybe for extreme, it might be, we'll deal with like maybe two to 3 hits, and very hard might be dealing with maybe 4 to 5 hits, maybe 6 hits, and then you probably will most likely die. So again, for people that are coming back from Starfield, getting into Starfield, I suggest just putting it on very hard. For me, this is my personal preference, but I find it to be very enjoyable. If it's a little bit too easy, if you're on New Game Plus, I suggest putting it on extreme. Then, there you go. Now, player combat, for me, I'm going to put this on easy. Very easy does take maybe 2 to 3 shots to kill enemies, but again, I want to kind of have that balance between I'm using my bullets as much as I can, but not overdoing it. But I want to use at least the majority of my bullets somewhat is being used up. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want it to be on too easy, nor I don't want to be too spongy. I mean, for some players out there, they may want to leave this on normal, which is perfectly fine. And again, for me, I I'm going to personally going to leave this on easy. It's not going to be too fast to kill, and nor is not too spongy. It's just hitting at the right spot. So I find it to be very hard and easy to be right in that middle of you going to get that challenge to it, and also you are able to deal damage back pretty much normal. And you know, like again, the gunfights will be a lot more better, a lot more engaging and stuff. So I'm going to leave it on easy. Like again, that's how I'm going to set that up. Now this one, your miles may vary because again, a lot of people are not into ship combat or ship, you know, like ship, you know, all that stuff. So if you're not really into ship combat, you could just leave this on like easy on both if you want to do that. For me, like again, I'm going to just do the same just like how I did with the first two for ship combat. I'm going to leave it just like that. And again, it's up to you. If you find it to be a little bit too difficult, you could just turn this down to hard if you need to. Or again, if you feel like the ships are getting destroyed a lot way too easy, then you could just bump it up a little bit normal if you want that little bit difficulty to it. So I'm going to just leave it the same way, just how I leave on the top. Your miles may vary, but again, if I want to make this more, you know, dangerous and more deadly out in this world and have a bit of a challenge and stuff like that, I'm just going to do the same just like I did from these two on the top, because these are more ground combat stuff and enemy NPCs and stuff like that, like the spacers, the ecliptics, and all those people. These are more ground enemy NPC combat. This is more for space combat. So that's the two differences there. Now this one right here, it says ammo has weight. There's off and then weight ammo. I'm going to turn this on to weight has ammo, which will allow me to bring in a certain amount of ammo, because like again, I find it to be way too easy. It just gets boring because you're just carrying like 1,000 bullets. It's just, why would you carry 1,000 bullets? It breaks the game, it makes it boring, and it makes the combat doesn't feel as engaging or frantic because of the fact that you're not considering taking your shots. You're just shooting everywhere, grabbing all the loot, and grabbing as all the ammo that you can, and it's weightless, and then it's just like you're running around with like 2,000 ammo, 3,000 whatever ammo clips. It breaks the immersion. It gets boring, and also it doesn't feel as engaging. So again, I'm going to put the weight has ammo because now it's going to force me and a lot of players to learn how to bring a certain amount of ammo. Like maybe like if you're bringing like a shotgun shell, it might have like 50 kilos, for example. So you might say, okay, if it's 50 kilo per, you know, one shotgun per shotgun, you know, one shell, then you know, like, okay, if I bring like 100, you know, then this will be my weight for it. I'm just giving it as an example, but you might want to consider saying, you know what, maybe I should change this type of shotgun because these shotgun shells are less weight from 50 kilos. That like the other shotgun shell, for example, could be like 20 kilos a piece. So it would not weigh as much if you bring 100 of those, unlike the original shotgun was like 50 kilos per shotgun shell. So again, it really is going to force you into really picking and choosing the weapon that you want to bring. You know, maybe this weapon has a lot more damage, but the ammo weight is a lot more. So you might want to carry like maybe like 80 of it. You know, like 80 shotgun shells. Or you might have somewhat of a weaker shotgun. It still do some damage, but it's a little bit weaker, but the shells are like half the weight of 50 kilos. So then you carry a little bit more. So now you're like, okay, now this may be half the weight, so I might carry a little bit more. Instead of carrying like 80 you know, shotgun shells, this type of shotgun shell with this type of ammo, I might carry around maybe like 120, 130, you know, with me. So it's not going to affect me with my overall carry weight. So I like this one. I really do. So I'm going to leave that on, which it makes it way more engaging to deal with. Carry capacity, a lot of people say, oh, I need more carry weight and all that stuff. Again, it will make the game boring. It will feel like you're not having or bringing that challenge, because you just be like carrying a whole bunch of stuff, which is unrealistic. So for me, I'm going to put down reduce. You could just leave this at normal if you want to, which is perfectly fine for standard, but for me as a challenge and making it much more difficult to carry now, I'm going to reduce my stuff. That's how I play this game. So I'm going to put it on there. And then cargo access distance. This is basically getting access to the cargo, where if you was like out, like way out trying to, I don't know, let's say for example, you found this really cool loot, but it's like maybe like, I don't know, let's say like 40-50 clicks away, and you're unable to reach to your ship, but you still want to take this really cool stuff. This is the option where you could say I could, you know, gain access to the cargo anywhere. You can do limited locations, normal, inside the ship. For me, I'm going to do inside the ship. Realistically, if I'm going to play this with more immersive as much as I can, I want to make it more immersive, then it's mainly going to be inside the ship. The thing is, like, if I am going to plan to go to like an outpost with something cool, then usually I will have to do what? Hire like either one of the crew members. You don't have to hire Constellation and stuff, but like even just any crew member that you could find like in New Atlantis or anywhere like Aquila City or anywhere else, Mars, at a bar or something like that. And if you hire them and you pay them and you take them along on your ship, and then you could just bring them along, and it will help you in combat, and you know, in some cases, like, you know, in combat and stuff like that. And it also can help you with whatchamacallit, you know, help you to carry stuff as well. So like even if you have like, you know, the ammo has weight, the carry capacity has been reduced, and even if the cargo, you know, access distance is only going to be inside the ship, you could still have someone to come with you and help you fight, and also you can give her stuff to carry back to your ship along with you. So like again, that's pretty cool, and it's basically just like a little extra thing that hey, if I found this really cool item that's worth something, I'll just give it to my partner. Or you can be like, hey, I can just go get my partner, leave the stuff there, and then just go grab her and just walk my way back, and I can still grab it, you know. You could do that. So, but in more realistic and more immersive is inside the ship. If you want to do it anywhere, that's up to you. But personally, to make this game a lot more engaging and a lot more reason to really make sure that you're not like picking up every single fucking thing, because a lot of people have that problem where they be picking up every single thing. Like, you don't need to pick up every single thing. Like, you just pick up items that is worth something, that's worth value. The key thing is to think about when you're picking up stuff is, can I sell this? Is it going to sell well? Am I going to get credits out of it? And if I do sell it, what do I need? Do I need more ammo? Do I need more bandages? Do I need more medical? So it's a give and take thing. So again, pick up items that are most valuable for you. Like if it's most valuable for yourself, keep it for yourself. If it's like valuable but you don't really care, don't really need it, or you don't like the specs of it, whether it's an armor piece or a gun or a knife or whatever, sell it. When you go back to like Aquila City or any other city, you can go and sell that item to make your money, and then you can go buy some other items. That's how you do it. So I'm going to turn that on to inside the ship. Vendor credits, again, I'm going to do reduce. Now I know a lot of people say, wait, like the stand, well, you, if you want to leave it on normal, that's fine. I'm going to reduce it to make it even more challenging, but there is a mod that I will show you later on that will counterbalance this, so don't worry if you're thinking like, well, the vendors got reduced credit but they don't got enough items. Don't worry, I got a counterbalance to that. There's a mod for it that will counterbalance this, so I will talk about that later, I promise. So moving on to there, we got the medical item healing. I'm going to put it on slowly, which it does make sense because when you want to heal yourself, healing is not going to heal instantly right away. I much rather to heal it nice and slow, take cover, get my bearings together, and strategize on, maybe I need to switch up my weapons, I need to toss a grenade out, I need to maybe fall back and retreat or go a different route. So I like this kind of gameplay because then it's not like I'm just going to be running and gunning, just healing myself, patching myself quick, and going out there, and then I'm not going to get killed. I'm going to get killed so very easily if I don't heal my wounds or bandage myself up quickly. So I want it to be slowly because it does make sense, and it's also making a challenge to the gameplay as well. Food healing, I'm going to leave this on normal. Now again, if you want a challenge, you could put on none, but in a more immersive, realistic thing, yes, food does heal you as well, you know, right? Just like in life, you know, right? Keeping yourself fed and hydrated, keeping your body well, it does heal, it does help you, it does do stuff. So I'm gonna leave this on normal, which is pretty self-explanatory. Now sleep healing, I'm going to put down limited location, because sleep healing does help you to heal as well, right? We all sleep does heal up cuts, wounds, bandages, stuff like that. Makes more sense in a more immersive situation. But I put it on limited locations because of the fact that we're talking about in the ship, outpost, and a settlement, which that's really the three key areas. So it makes it a bit more harder. I mean, realistically, you could sleep anywhere, but who wants to sleep at an enemy's camp? Let's keep it a buck here. Nobody wants to sleep at an enemy's camp while, you know, there could be enemies, you know, still, you know, either inside of the building, underneath a tunnel, right? For more immersive situations, it should be mostly sleep in your ship, an outpost, and settlement where you feel safe and comfort. That's how you basically should be healing yourself, not healing yourself at a base at enemy territory, and then you'd be like, oh, and then somebody gonna wake you up and kill you. You know what I'm saying? It'll be unimmersive, you know. So I'm gonna put it right there for limited location. Substances, basically this is for positive and negative effects. I'm going to do positive and negative effects for food and drinks, and again, this will keep you hydrated and dehydration and fed. So it does have a positive to it, and it does have a negative, which it does make sense, because if you don't eat food or water, you get, you know, drowsy, you lose, you know, you're not thinking well, you're not concentrating as much. So I'm going to leave that on as that challenge to it, and it adds to the immersive factor as well. Combat affliction gain, I'm going to leave it on increase. Again, this is where it goes back to the whole, you know, with the enemy combat damage and stuff like that back from the top, where you want to make sure that, again, you're using your environment towards your advantage, and also plotting on how to, you know, go, you know, entering into, like, whether it's an outpost or an abandoned place, or spacers taking over a mining thing. So you want to really think very carefully and planning and making sure you're, you know, taking cover and making sure that you are taking your shots, because, like, again, when it's talking about an increase, like, again, it could be turrets, robots, human weapons, so it does going to add that chance of, you know, getting inflicted. So this is where it adds that role playing to it, where, oh, I do need to go to whether like Aquila City or any other city, where I need to go see a doctor. I need to get myself healed, because that's one reason. But also the second reason is now I have to make sure that I'm also buying medical stuff too, like bandages, right? You know, for your, or maybe environmental damage like coughing and stuff like that. So again, it's going to also make it to be aware that I'm not just only just bringing bullets along with me and a weapon, but I'm also carrying like my healing stuff, my bandages, you know, things that I need to help me in my journey or in any type of fight that I'm dealing with. So this one is going to definitely force you to really start planning and taking cover on certain things, and not trying to get inflicted, like, you know, standing out in the open and then you're just getting shot with lasers. Because if you get shot with lasers, right, lasers does burn people, it does burn your skin, and that's why you get that affliction damage, like, you know, like burn treatment, you need to heal yourself and stuff like that. That's where the next thing comes down to this one right here, which is the affliction treatment. Now, this is again when you go there and buy medical stuff that you need, because let's say you went out in the open and then like Spacers has these laser rifles and they shooting you in all directions, you are going to get inflicted and you're going to get burn damage. And if you don't heal that, that burn damage right away, is going to get progressively worse, which this is right here, where it's going to get progressively worse. So when you combine all of this stuff from combat affliction and affliction treatment, if you don't treat it right away, it's just going to end up getting worse. And this is where the next one right here, which is like the affliction, progression, like how it's going to progress. If you don't do it right away, it's just going to make it even worse. So if you got wounded, you're bleeding out, and if you don't cover your wounds, you might get an infection of like something else, a cough, a cold, a fever, whatever the case may be. And that's where you need that medicine or injection with you, that you could kind of keep yourself, stable, like good, until you go back to the city, and then you go talk to a doctor and have the doctor to really like patch you up, heal you up completely before you go out in your next expedition. So now, again, adding all this to more difficult, now it makes it even just as more important to make sure that you are, again, not only just, bringing food and stuff like that, it plays a role, but, it's also keeping yourself and your well-being, unharmed, and not taking that much damage. So making sure you are using your cover, you're planning on certain things, you're carrying grenades, maybe, like, again, if it's getting too rough or too tough, you might have to retreat and like toss a grenade, blow them out, shoot them, walk, start walking back towards the other direction to kind of like heal yourself, or plan to go back to your ship, get yourself healed, come back, try to finish the job, being more prepared. So this is more like preparation and preparedness, and I love it because it makes you think, and it makes you kind of like focus and more concentrated on certain things and tasks that you need to do. So I like that. Now this one right here, which is environmental damage, I would recommend turning this on, but unfortunately I'm going to leave this on normal. I'm going to explain why. The reason why that environmental damage is going to be on normal is because of the fact that I find it to be really annoying that the fact that, let's just say, for example, on Mars, and let's say you was going like in an underground tunnel in Mars, right? Like you're going underground and it's getting further and further. And let's say you close like the doors behind you, that you will think like, okay, if I close these doors behind me and everything else, like airtight, air sealed, you know what I'm saying? Then, like the oxygen and the so-called like the environmental damage, like it could be like the air quality or whatever, it should not affect you, but it's still affecting you as you still descending down like in a tunnel. Even if you close the doors behind you and there's nothing else that's open, it will still affect you. So you're still going to hear this really annoying beep, and then after that, then you're going to get affected, and then getting whatever. So to me personally, I find that to be really annoying, and I find it to be broken because, like, again, it would not make any sense that, again, when you're descending down in Mars, like in a tunnel that's like airtight, the doors are locked, there should not be really no like air or bad quality air seeping through underneath the tunnel, because there's no like storms underneath the tunnels and stuff like that. You should not get inflicted damage with that, but I found out that you still can get inflicted damage from that still. So I find it to be annoying, so I leave it on normal. It's unfortunate. I think Bethesda needs to put in some work in that, or some modder is going to have to make some changes where, like, again, if you shut doors, like for example, if you went to a smaller outpost and let's say you kill everybody there, let's say you shut every door. If you shut every door, then you should not, continuously getting damage. But unfortunately, you're still getting damage for some way, shape, or form. I don't know, but you're still getting damage. Hopefully a modder out there will kind of fix that, you know, in each area or whatever, or, you know, building and stuff, like where if you shut all the doors, then you should able to regen your stuff, you know, heal yourself up and whatever, and then go back out there. But that's not the case. So I'm leaving it on normal because I find that to be annoying and I think it's broken. So you'll thank me later, because you don't want to hear it beeping all the time. Because if you don't have the right spacesuit, and even if you did have a really good suit, it will still going to do that beep, you know, and then it's going to get progressively, it's going to get worse. It's going to be faster beeps, and then it's going to get louder, and then it's going to permanently damage you and stuff like that. And even if you're inside of a building or something, or you're way underneath a tunnel somewhere in another door, it will still give you environmental damage, which I just find it to just doesn't make any sense. So leaving it on normal. Next thing is going to be environmental damage. I'm going to do this one. I'm going to do resting. Resting is basically restore while waiting or sleeping in a breathable location unexposed to the environmental damage, which I find that to be fair. So I'm gonna leave that right there to resting. I don't think I need to put it on to extreme. If you want to do it on extreme, like limited resting, you could do that as well. But I think resting sounds about right, because like again, if you're entering in a building or something like that, you're going underground. If you shut the doors behind you, then it should not continue with the environmental affliction damage to it. But again, from the first one that I was talking about, it's still going to continue doing that. So I'll just put it on normal, where it's not as bad, but it's not going to do some crazy affliction or whatever. And again, it's on advanced, like on hazardous weather and, you know, and dangerous planet. So I was on Mars, even though there was nothing going on, there was no sandstorm, no nothing, I was still getting afflicted damage, because either it was the temperature, this and that. I just find it to be annoying because it's just hindering my mission while I should be on a mission. So I'm gonna put it on normal and put this on resting. Next thing right here, aim assist controller. I'm going to leave this on off. Again, if you are a really good shooter, like you've been playing shooter games for a very long time, especially if you're playing Battlefield or used to play Battlefield 3 and 4 at this point, then you should able to turn this shit off, because you don't need aim assist for this. But if you want aim assist, that's up to you. I don't need it. I turn it off. I find it to be like, I'm already an expert in shooting, so I don't need it. Now here's a few new options. Again, this is going to go into the curation mods as well, so we will get to that when we get there, because this is just a mod that adds in like more kind of difficulty, and also they're going to be adding in more later on in the future. So, but for this right now, what they have so far, which is item pricing to, you know, buying, which you could leave it on normal, cheap, or very cheap. So again, it will kind of counterbalance to the whole vendor having credits. So you can put this on extremely cheap and you're gonna be okay. Like, you could still, like, you know, buy whatever. But for me, I'm going to put it on expensive, and then for the same thing for item pricing for selling, I'm gonna put it on expensive, or you could put it on very expensive, which is kind of takes out the total right out of it. Player speed and crafting cost, which again, if you're going to be a craftsman and you want to craft like certain items and stuff like that, you could put this on hard, you could leave it on normal, you could put it on half. Personally, I'm just going to leave this on normal. I'm not much of a crafter, but if you are a crafter and you want to be a little bit more difficulty in crafting, then you can just put this on double. You know, again, if you want to do that, but I'm gonna just leave it on normal, which is perfectly fine. Player speed, basically this is just the player's movement, you know, in terms of like jumping, running, sprinting, and all that stuff. Again, you can leave it on normal, you can decrease it or increase it. Personally, for me, I'm going to decrease it just by a little bit. So I'm going to decrease it by just a little bit. For me, this is totally up to you if you want to go fast or slow. But again, it's going to tie to the XP. And you probably noticed that This doesn't have any XP. There's a mod for it, so we'll get to that when we get to the mod creations for it. But for this one right here, for this mod, it just, you know, it doesn't get rid of these, so it doesn't, so basically it's not compatible. So hopefully, you know, one day if they do put out an update or a patch, they could kind of patch this where they also get rid of this. But for right now, it's only gaining total of like 2% XP, which is totally fine. I just decrease it just a little bit, and that's it. And I kept the crafting on normal, and item pricing for selling, I put it on very expensive, which basically if I find an item, you know, again, then, you know, I could sell it for a lot more to get more credits and stuff like that. And, you know, so then I can get more money, and then I can put that money towards like buying more bullets, buying more this, buying more that. You know how it goes. Or you could just leave it on expensive, which is fine. You know what? I'm gonna just put it on. I'll just leave it on expensive. Whatever. And then we get down to the last ones down here. Again, this is totally up to you. If you are a more of a hardcore, like old school, like you save the game like manually, then you might as well just turn all these off. If you want to save stuff, but you don't want like a whole bunch of lists, or maybe like if you enter into a building and you wanted to save when you entering into a building or coming off a ship or entering in a ship, you should just turn this one on. This one is worth it, because at least like if something happens, like let's say if your game just crash all of a sudden, you're like, oh shit, I'm gonna lose. No, because then you're like, oh yeah, I went through this building and it's automatically loaded and it's saved for me, so therefore I'm gonna start from that point. So if you know, like if you're on the console, maybe this is not a big deal for you, but if you're on the console, I suggest just leaving this one on. You can turn these off. Personally, I'm old school, so I'm gonna just leave it off. I usually manually save my stuff every time when I enter into somewhere, going somewhere, I manually save my stuff, so I'm gonna be a-okay. But again, this is up to your personal preference on that one, and like again, this one, the player speed is up to you and stuff, but everything else should be just like the way it is right now, what I have it. Okay, so we'll put this on default because I already got it saved already. Let's move something else. Display, there's nothing really here to show you, but these are just my settings that I have. The interface, again, where I make it a much more immersive and more cleaner HUD, you know, the HUD elements. Crosshair, I turn that off. If you want it on, you could turn it on. For me, I turn it off. Like again, I don't really need a crosshair anymore. I've been playing shooter games and first-person shooters for a long time, so I don't really need the crosshairs anymore. Show floating markers. Again, this is important if you don't know where to go in terms of missions and stuff like that. I leave this on, just in case if you miss something, like oh, I need to pick up a slate off of this dead body, or I need to go to this location or whatever. Leave this on because it will actually point you the way where you need to go, which is fine. Show number damage. If you want to leave this on, that's fine. For me, I like to play the game more immersive and much more clean. I don't want to see a whole bunch of numbers popping up. I turn that shit off. It's annoying. Show item information in HUD. Turn that off. And this is the HUD transparency. So I'm leaving it at 25%. You can leave it at 30 if you want. If you want to leave it at 50, that's fine. I don't want to leave it on rock solid because usually it'll be like 100%. It's like rock solid, like with the HUD and stuff like that. It just, I don't like that. I like it a little bit more transparent, has that bit of clean to it. So for me, I'm putting it at 25%, which I do like. If you have a hard time seeing it, then just put it at 50% at least. Let's see. You know, controllers, that's up to you if you want to mess with that. And also the controller key bindings, that's up to you if you want to deal with that. Audio's up to you. Again, this is just for me right now what I'm dealing with. Because I'm playing it on PC. So I'm just going to leave the volume. You know what? I'm going to put the volume down to, put it down to 55. There. And then accessibility, this is totally up to you what you want to do. You know, with the first person FOV slider, you could put it more or less. Just note to self, it does cause visual issues and also, you know, gameplay performance. So be very careful, maybe slightly tone it up a little bit, slightly do a little bit. Don't try to put it on a full 100 because most likely your game will crash or will have performance issue. And that's including on the, I think Xbox has this option. So again, if you do have this option on Xbox, just be very careful. Don't overdo it. Your console, your Xbox is not a PC. My PC can probably handle it without a problem, but I can still see some issues a little bit here and there. So again, I only tweaking it up just a little bit, and that's about it. I don't do it like fully up to the max. Just giving you a heads up on that. But everything else is up to you how you want to do it. You can do larger fonts on this and that, whatever. So there you go. And there's that. Now we can go to creations right here. And we'll go over the mods, and then towards the end of the video, like the very end, I'll give you the mod order list of it and stuff like that. I'm just running through the mods what I have already have installed and stuff like that. So we'll go down to load order, or better yet, I think we can still do it on bookmarks if anything. Nah, I think we should just do it on load order. Okay, so in load order, these are the mods that I have in order. Again, if you don't want to, you know, whatever, pause and skip over, like again, go towards the end of the video or the end of this live stream. I will go through each and every one down the list of the names and stuff like that in the order. So that'll be towards the end of the video. And then you can go through it and find the mods and also put it in order just the way I have it. Again, first, you know, load order, we'll go over this. The unofficial patch, first one on the list. Starfield community patch is second. And then after that, you could download, you know, whatever mods that you want, which I got the SKK Fast Start new game for Starfield, which is great. You know, gives you... You know, it basically, it will skip the tutorial of the mining stuff. So all that, you know, meeting Lynn and the mining stuff situation, Argos, and that whole tutorial gameplay mission shit. If you want to skip all of that garbage, just download this mod, and it's just going to start you in a new place, in a new location. You can do whatever you want, start missions. You don't have to meet, you know, Constellation at all, which is great. I'm loving it because it's just me and one other partner. That's it, and I'm totally fine with it. Whatchamacallit, more lore accurate bounties. Basically, it's just more. It just basically it tweaks up the bounties, like in terms of like mission boards, the Freestar Collective, Tracker Alliance, you know, with like payouts and stuff like that. So they basically, you know, this mod and stuff, it will kind of like adjust it to the right credits and stuff like that for your missions and stuff. There's that. I did that. Dynamic system leveling, basically, where let's say like you're not going to meet up or see like level like 2 Crimson Fleet, and if your level is like level 10. So like if you're level 10, you're not going to see like level 2 Crimson Fleet. Most likely every like, you know, like enemy NPCs around the world, and you know, in each of the galaxies or worlds or whatever, they going to match to your level or a little bit above your level. So basically it's going to be like if you are level 14, most likely you're going to run across either going to be 13, 14, or even all the way up towards, you know, 15 to 16. So they're going to be a little bit more difficulty to it. So that's basically what dynamic system leveling. Again, you could read this for yourself and it will tell you what you need to know. So if you want to read through it, you can read through it, but that's the mod that I installed. Better NPCs, that's the next mod, which this just like again, if you read the description, just quickly, it just basically improve like the NPCs around the world and cities and different stuff. Like, you know, they're not going to stare at you. They're not going to give you the same monotonous lines like hello or good evening, hey, how you doing? You know, like the same lines. You know, they're basically is tweaked a lot better, and they feel like actual NPCs in the world. So I like this mod. It's definitely is a great mod. Definitely is something you should have. The next one is Restore Earth. Basically, if you go to a certain solar system, and if you find our planet Earth, the vanilla one was just a barren desert wasteland with no water, no nothing. But if you want to visit Earth, right, it will kind of restore back like water. It will have the plants, trees, forests, all that stuff and whatever. So basically it's like a redone, you know, planet. It's a redone planet, but it's just going to have vegetation and stuff like that. It's not going to be a desert wasteland. That's something that I've installed. And this right here, what I was saying earlier, which it says remove XP from gameplay options. Like again, it's removing the vanilla version of the gameplay options, but any other extra gameplay options, like another mod when we get to it, that's not going to remove the XP, because I'm guessing that these, you know, that one is not compatible with this one. So there you have it. So pretty much when this mod gets up to date, hopefully they'll patch out the last 3 whatever that person has done with the options, and again, more is going to be on the way, so hopefully that can happen, but it's not really a big deal. So again, but this is just for me, like if you find, like the reason why I put this option in there, again, you don't have to put this mod in here, but the only reason for me is that I find the leveling up system is level up way too fast. I want to level my progression and my character a bit more slower. You know what I'm saying? Because if you penalize yourself, even though you want a challenging, engaging gunfight, I'm leveling up way too fast. That's why I put this mod here, to remove the XP gameplay option. So even when I earn XP, I'm not going to gain the XP like, you know, like 50 XP or 49 XP or 40 XP. I'm not going to get that. I'm still only going to get the optional, you know, gameplay option mod, where I'm only getting like plus 2%, you know, of XP, which is fine. I think that's perfectly fine. Like, and it's just only an extra 2%. Which that's what I want. I don't want to level up my character way, you know, super fast. I just want it to be more progressive as I'm playing the game, exploring, doing stuff, selling stuff, killing monsters, creditfully doing missions, mission boards. I want a more natural and more steadier progression of leveling than just trying to level up really, really fast. It just doesn't make any sense. So that's why I have it here. If you don't like that, you don't have to put this mod here. So I'm just letting you guys know. This is just personally for me, like, just again to have it more like a steadier progression than just trying to level up really, really fast. I want more steady, consistent. I'm leveling up my character, I'm exploring more, and it's not like where maybe I'm like a quarter away in the game and I'm already like at level like 35 or 40. I don't want that. Like, I want to still be at like 20, you know, 20 and maybe like 20 and 18. I should be around there, you know, and like quarter of the way of the game. I should be about right there. You know, maybe at the end of the game, that's where I should have been at, like, you know, like 100, you know, like near the end of the game, I should be at level like maybe like 70 to 80. That's where I should be at, like wrapping up my end game stuff. Like, that's where I should be at in terms of leveling. Okay, this one right here, this is another option too. It says immersive HUD, less clutter. Basically, this will basically turn off a bunch of stuff like HUD elements and making it much more cleaner. Like, in all of my gameplay, and especially when I play like Stalker 2 or even like the Metroid Exodus, like the Metroid series. I like my HUD to be very, very clean. You know, I like clean HUDs. I like to see the gameplay. I like to see the environment itself. I don't I don't want to see numbers and this and a marker, a compass on the screen. It's just too much clutter. I don't want clutter. I want it clean. So this one right here takes it even further, which is just, again, it will add immersive dot crosshair. So if you want to turn on the crosshair, you can. It'll just be a small little dot. What else it does? It says remove annoying hit markers. It's not Call of Duty. Yes, it does remove that. So again, this might be a little bit too immersive for some people. If you don't like this mod, you don't have to install it. But I'm just giving you a heads up. When you read this description, it's going to tell you what it is. I find this to be half and half. I do like the hit markers to it, but everything else outweighing it, I do like where, you know, I'm not getting the XP pop up. I'm not getting, show enemy on the compass. So it's not getting that kind of reading, which is good. I like that. I like it much more cleaner, more immersive. It's great. So if this is the mod for you, you can install this. If you don't want to, that's totally fine. But I like it. Okay, for the next couple of ones, these are just basically like, visual stuff, like, your character design. Like this is Starfield hair and beard type of thing. So I got more hair options, beard options. I put that there. Again, the rest of these are gears. Like they could sell like faction gears and stuff like that. If you go out to like, Aquila City Neon, you get like faction gears you can find there to buy, and if you want to wear it, you can. More faction gears as well. Settle system outfit variety. It's just more variety of outfits and stuff like that. You can find it, and there's like more outfits and stuff like that. UC supply expand and vendor, basically, more UFC outfits, UC outfits. This one is for the military suit for Freestar Rangers and stuff like that. So you find more of that. This one right here is the space helmets for the Dark Advisor. Basically, the helmet is not see-through. So if you don't like that, you don't have to install this mod right here. But this is just basically like make the helmets like pitch black, like all the way black, like you can't see. So you can't see your character's face, which I don't mind. I can care less. I like it. It's pretty cool. So I put that there as well. Crimson Fleet one makes it more scary and also darker. It's the same one. It's by the same mod author. So I put this one first and then this one second. And then this one right here is the Constellation members Mark 1 replacer. So if you do meet Constellation at some point into the game, they're gonna have the Mark 1 suit. Usually you'll find that in the basement in the lodge if you go down there, but they patch it where you can't really take the suit in between the cases, so they patched that, so that's out of the question. But the suit is still down there. But at least everyone else in Constellation will have the Mark 1 suit, so then when you get the Mark 1 suit, then you can wear it. Everyone else is going to wear it. So you don't have to worry about, oh, I gotta put them in a different suit, or I gotta, whatever. Like, nope, they already got the suit on them. It looks great. Good. I ain't complaining. So there's that. Whatchamacallit. This one right here is skill fixes, no challenges. So basically this is a 2-in-1 instead of separate. So where it fixes some of the skills that are underwhelming, and it kind of removes the skill challenges. Basically, like if you go into the perk system, you got to do some sort of challenge. In order to complete that challenge, then you could put a perk point there. Well, this mod will remove that kind of garbage, which you could just put your perk points whatever you want. So if you have perk points, you can start putting perk points and stuff instead of doing these stupid little challenges. Those challenges are garbage, straight garbage. Okay, so I suggest with this mod right here, it will fix that problem, and also it will improve a other perks as well. So like if you go down and read the description for yourself, it will improve a lot of stuff in the perk system. Great, happy with it, got no problems. Glad they fixed some of the underwhelming perk system in the game, so good. This one is NPC drop armor, and also this is like a 2-in-1 because this one right here, which is immersive looting, which is really cool, which I like immersive looting. So this is what I do. I just get this mod first for the Bake NPC drop mods, and then I'll get this one right here, Shades immersive looting. So do this one first, and then after that do this one second, because then that way whatchamacallit, when you strip the NPCs, like if you're going to take their armor, especially this one right here, immersive looting, if you take their armor set, right, and let's say you strip them, and then let's say, okay, I'm going to take their armor right now. If you take it, then that means that pretty much that the body that's on the ground is going to be completely, well, not naked. It's still going to have the bra and the underwear, but the suit itself is going to be gone off of that dead body. So it's more immersive that way. So instead of like where this mod will allow you to do armor drops, like if you kill them and you want their armor, you could take it, but the thing is that their armor is still on them regardless. So even if you did take their armor that they're wearing right now is not going to come off. This mod is more immersive, where if you do decide to take their armor and you do take it, they're going to be completely lying there with just nothing but a bra or just nothing but underwear. That's it. Bra and underwear. Or just underwear for men. And then they're basically be like completely naked. So, but you took their armor set. So if you want something like that to add that bit of touch of immersiveness, I suggest put that on. Moving on, player damage scaling. Basically, if you go to this mod, it will basically improve, make some tweaks with the with the bashing, the melee attacks and stuff like that. And so it does fix a lot of things, and it does make some improvements. But if you read it for yourself, you'll understand. Natural good loot, better exploration. Basically, this mod will, let's say at the end of, if you fought a boss battle or you find a chest, by whatever level that you're at, when you're leveling up progressively, you're going to get more and more better loot as you go. So like, for example, let's say if you was around level 10, you might find at least like one legendary outfit, or maybe one epic, or maybe advanced outfit. Somewhat, there's a chance for that. But as you level up further, so like, let's say if you was like a level 30, you might find maybe 2 legendaries, or you might find 2 epics, so maybe a gun or an armor piece or a jetpack or whatever. So there's going to be more progressive, like, and more loot stuff like that. So, which is cool, which is great. So like, if you do explore and find like abandoned, laboratories, abandoned this, be expecting that you might run across like a legendary loot, maybe one. You might run across maybe an epic like armor piece that you want to have or you want to collect, and say, oh, I like this armor piece, I'm going to collect this on my ship. Or maybe like, okay, I don't like this armor piece, but I can still collect it and sell it when I go back to like any city or trade authority, and just say, oh, I'm going to sell it and make, get some credits off of it. So, which is good. I like this one. It does work, and I find it to be a lot more enjoyable, especially for like, again, the drops and stuff like that. You're guaranteed, if you read the description here, it will kind of like go over and explain all that stuff. Starfield extended aggressive level NPC. So basically, the NPCs are going to be for like the enemy AI and stuff like that. Is, it's more aggressive. It's going to increase it. It's going to do, more stuff, more damages, and they're going to be a lot more aggressive. So again, if you read this, go over it, it'll tell you all that stuff. I put that mod there. Improve system encounter levels. Basically, like encounters, like you could randomly encounter like higher level enemies or higher level this. Like if you're level 14, you might run across like a level like 17, 18 or higher that's above your level. But it's basically like, you know, having that, you know, that encounter system where you're not going to find like, oh, I'm going to find like level 2 scrubs of Crimson Fleet in this planet, you know, knowing my current level is at level 15 or 14. Like, that's not going to happen. It's going to either match your level or even go even further. So that's what this does. Again, if you read the description, it will tell you and it will explain all that stuff. This one is another one as well, which is, well, you know, combat and stuff like that, enemies, stuff like that, improvements. I put that there. Terrified Terramorph. So basically, this is the equivalent of if you ever play, you know, well, let's say what Dragon. I will say the Terramorph is the equivalent of a dragon from Skyrim and the Deathclaws from Fallout 4 or any Fallout game. It's the equivalent to this. So basically, the Terramorph is much more deadly and much more dangerous, and they're going to do a lot more damage, and they're going to increase more range of it. So this just going to make it even more terrifying to deal with. So it's not going to be as easy or as walk in the park. They are going to be a lot more aggressive and a lot more harder and difficult. Again, it's like the equivalent to the Fallout 4 Deathclaws and the equivalent to Skyrim's the dragons and stuff like that. So pretty much this is like the terrifying monster that is basically is really, really dangerous to deal with. And, you know, you got to be very careful, especially if you're playing at a harder difficulty level. The Terramorph can really like mess you up like pretty bad if you're not really well prepared and you don't have the weapons on you or the armor set. So just give you guys a heads up. If you see a Terramorph, don't try to engage it. I suggest go around it if possible. Don't try to engage it, especially if you're under level and under power. It's not worth it. Weapons rebalance, again, simple mod. It just rebalance on some weapons and stuff like that with magazine size, the drum, you know, the range and stuff like that, and damages. So it's just a little mod, but it does help some weapons and stuff like that. I noticed it's a lot of improvements and I'm enjoying it. This one right here, better dynamic weather. Basically, this one is not dealing with vanilla weather where it's just everything feels like the same. It's dynamic. Like you could be on a planet that deals with a lot of rainstorms and stuff like that. So you constantly will see constant rainstorms on and off, or constant snowstorms if you're on an icy planet and stuff like that. So it does kind of recycle, and it could just rain all of a sudden. It could just be a rainstorm, you know, next couple of minutes. It could be dry and sunny, and then the next thing you know, it could just end up being like foggy, dense, can't really see well. Also, it can just rain at night. So like you could be in the middle of a expedition at the middle of the night, and then like you only got your flashlight, but it makes it even more terrifying because like it's raining, you can't really see too well, it's storming, you're trying to go through this like forest, this jungle, and then you have all of these like monsters and creatures around you that can easily try to kill you and stuff like that. So it just makes it feel more intense and more engaging, and it's going to happen very often than just less often, which I do like. I like that touch to it. This one right here, planets and creatures one. So I think this one, I think this one just generates like more what's this one? I think this is the okay, yeah. So this mod, it basically like, let's say if you went to a planet and it only has like 2 or 3 locations you can go, like key location. It could be like abandoned scientists and abandoned, like, I don't know, let's say a warehouse and a, you know, whatever, a military base. there might be 3 on that one planet. Well, this one will increase it even more. So like now you got more outposts that you can go within that one planet. So there could be civilization, there could be military outposts, like 3 of them, like maybe, you know, nearby or even far away locations. So basically, before you land on a planet, there's going to be like more things to do on the planet, around the planet itself. So this is what this mod does. This one right here, which is denser animals and scannable stuff. So basically more scannable stuff and denser animals. So basically it's going to be more animals surrounding you. So when you do on a planet and you're dealing with like these alien creatures and stuff like that, be aware that these creatures are going to be more deadly and more dangerous, and they probably going to kill you more likely because they're going to have a lot more surrounding you. So you got to be very careful, because again, if we go back to the settings that we did earlier, when we did like reduce the ammo, reduce the weight, now you really have to be very wary. Like you don't want to waste like your shotgun bullets shooting like 12, 13, you know, alien creatures, while you could be putting those 12 shots into like going towards a base, towards like a Crimson Fleet base, you know, killing them, robbing, getting their stuff. You get what I'm saying? There's that. Denser vegetation. Basically, the planets will have more vegetation. That means more trees, more bushes, more stuff. So there's that. Improve follower behavior. Self-explanatory. It's just basically the followers. It's not going to be following you like 10 feet away. They're going to follow you like damn near like 3 to 4 feet away, like very close to you. Or, you know, like a couple of feet away, like 1 or 2 feet away from you, instead of like 12, 13, 15 feet away from you. Like every time, the vanilla version, the followers don't really stay right next to you, but this mod will, this mod right here, where it improves that, and it will follow you very, very closely. Like no matter if you're going inside of a building, you're walking across a plane, they're going to be sticking with you. I will not say like glue, but they're gonna stick to you very, very close. And if you read the description, it's gonna tell you and stuff. But also you gotta be warned, because you know they might accidentally get in your way, and then you might accidentally hit them or shoot them, or you might toss a grenade and they don't get out of your way. So that might happen. So just be very aware of that. So there's that. This one right here is overstock vendors. Now this is the one that I was talking about earlier, where we're going to do that counterbalance, where we have reduced the vendor's credit, because with this mod right here, they're going to have a overstock on their inventory. So basically, every time that you go into you know, whether it's Trade Authority or any type of shop, whether it's a gun shop, let's say the standard gun shop only had like, let's say like 10 weapons, right? Well, with this mod, it's going to double. It's going to be 20 weapons, you know, and the same thing for ammo, same thing for, whatchamacallit, same thing for like medical supplies, drink, food, stuff like that. So it's going to be double. Like space suits, space armors is doubled. And I know this is a cheat thing, but it's not. I would not even put this as a cheat, because it makes sense that when you're going into cities, especially when you have like well over like 20 people, 30 plus people living in a city, or even more, that it would not make any sense that the vendors only has a very little items and stuff like that. It doesn't make any sense, because citizens and everyone else that lives there buy stuff, this, that, they can't live off of like, oh, we only got like 2 bandages. Like what? Like come on, you got like this many citizens. Like most of these citizens might get hurt or something happens, and you only got 2 bandages at the doctor. It doesn't make sense. That's why this mod will help that, to like, it feels like they are well stocked and they are well like stocked up. So then you can go in there, you can find different options of guns, weapons, supplies. So it has that counterbalance, that where now you can sell items that are expensive, but you can also buy the amount of bullets that you need, and stuff like that. But the counter that is also expensive to buy. That's why I put that as well. So it kind of got that counterbalance to it. Where vendors don't need a lot of credits, what they really need the most is just basically the vendors needs to have a lot of stock. Because then the more I can buy, then the items that I have like got from my expedition, I can sell to them. I can buy even more stuff. It's a give and take thing. So that's why, you know, we have that counterbalance, and that's why I put this mod here. Makes it really good. Moving on, the gun shell lifetime. This one is just basically like the bullet casings and shells and stuff like that will be on the ground. So it's going to be on the ground. If you read the description, it's going to be, you know, like 750, right? And it's only going to last about 5 minutes. So basically, when you're done with a gunfight, right, and let's say it only lasts for like a couple of seconds or so, whatever bullets that you have shot or done is going to be on the ground, and you can see the shell casings and stuff like that and all that stuff. It's cool. It just adds a nice touch, and then it's going to disappear. That's that mod that does it. It just has that immersive thing, so I like that. I can respect that. Shut up, Cora. Basically, this one is when you do have your constellation on board on your ship. They talk a lot. If you take flight and you're flying around, they talk over the microphone and stuff like that. You don't want to hear them. This mod will kind of like stop that. Or having these like random generated no good conversations on the ship. Most of that is going to kind of like, they kind of be quiet. They don't just idle, silence, just saying hello and all that stuff. So if you want to read through it, you can read through it. It'll just have all that stuff. Where we go? Okay, so immersive ship scaling. Again, this is something you could read in the description yourself. This is just for ship scaling and stuff like that in terms of like, you know, leveling, cargo. You got to read it for yourself. But I just put it on here just so, you know, again, I fly on the ship. So I just want to make sure that my ship stuff is, you know, it's immersive, it's scaling right, it's not, you know, it has my benefits and stuff like that. And I see some of the benefits are pretty damn good. So this is something you got to read for yourself. But I added there just in case. Now we're getting down to the nitty gritty. Okay. This one right here is the concept art of Aquila. Basically, from 2021, Aquila's city was not a desert, you know, well, it wasn't desert, it was like kind of cold, it got snow and stuff like that. This will kind of like reintroduce that instead of the Aquila city that we got right now, where it's like mostly dry, it's like desert. You know, I personally don't like it. It's gonna go revert back to the 2021 concept art for it. So it's gonna have more like snowy, it's cold. It's still Aquila city, but it's more got like, you know, moist and stuff like that. You know, it's not like a dry, heat up desert wasteland there, you know, like it's dry. It's not like that. I like that one. It's good and I like it. So if you want that mod, you can. If you don't have to, if you don't want it. This one right here, the pause menu replacer, which I already have that installed. Basically, when you at the pause menu, you have a different background for it, which you probably already seen earlier, which that is that mod, what it is. On the pause menu, you know, you see it, you know, being like that. Show stars names. Basically, this will work on Xbox or on PC. And it will have the toggling thing right there and stuff. Basically, if you want to know the stars names of it, like if you want to know a certain star, like you want to go to the Wolfen's Den or the Wolf Den, then you got to find the Wolf Planet and you're like, I don't know where that is. Well, this one will toggle the names of the stars, so then you could look at it and then you could find the name of it and say, oh, this is where I need to go, and you can go and fast travel and go there, you know. So there's that. So there's no more like randomly guessing where are these stars are at or where the locations of these solar systems are at. You kind of like already see the name of it. You can just go there and do whatever. They got it in white textures and they also got it in color. And color is basically the difficulty. So if you're on a green, that means it's pretty much normal. It's easy. If it's on orange, is a little bit more difficult. If it's on red, it's really, really hard. So just letting you know, there's color ones as well for star names as well. This one right here, your thoughts are your own. Basically, where you see like all the time, like the pop up saying, "I'm thirsty," I'm dehydrated, whatever. It will change to, it's a simple thing to fix. It's like, I'm thirsty, I am, whatever, I'm hungry, whatever. It's going to say I am, that's what it is. It doesn't say that. It'll just say, oh, dehydrated or hydrated, whatever. That mod just add that little bit to it. You don't have to install it, but I install it. It's cool. It's a little bit immersive, and I like it. This one right here, which is feed and hydration duration increase, which I do like. This one where before on the previous video that I have done, this mod wasn't there. They added this mod, and I really like this one because now you don't have to carry a lot of food and stuff like that on the ship. You still have to carry food, but again, you don't have to carry a whole lot because the duration for the food and stuff like that is going to be like again, 4 hours for 4 hours for food, 2 hours for dehydration, which it makes sense. Like again, the mod author explains that here, makes more sense, and it's just much more immersive gameplay. And on top of that, I don't have to feed myself every half an hour or whatever. Like, I could be in the middle of a mission, and I don't want to be like, oh, I guess I gotta crack open a can of beer, or I gotta crack open food right now, knowing that, like, I'm gonna get hungry again in another half an hour. It just doesn't make any sense. So this one right here will just make the hunger and duration be 4 hours and 2 hours long. Perfect. Which I'm happy about that. I like this mod, and it's more immersive, and it's more engaging and stuff like that. So yes, indeed, I like it. This one right here, vanilla flash flashlight improvement, VFI, which, again, it's a flashlight mod. It just improved the lighting and improved the distance of it, and you can see more clearly down the hallway. So basically, this is great because if you're on a planet which is like very, very dark, or somewhere in a dark location, you want a flashlight that actually can see through shit and you can see from a distance, so you'll know where you're going and stuff, instead of having a measly dim flashlight, which is sucks. This one improves the flashlight, which I do like. This mod right here, self-explanatory. Enhanced blood textures. Basically, it's more blood on the ground. Shoot a body, blood splatter, more splatter on the ground. Self-explanatory. There's that mod. Dark mode for in terminals. Basically, if you're in a terminal system, it will be in dark mode. I wouldn't say every in terminal. Is certain ones, like again, if you go to like certain planets and stuff, you want the dark mode where it's not like a big bright white flash screen, like like a flashbang and shit. This one will help you, kind of ease up the eyes if you're definitely playing at nighttime. This will help. Darker nights, basically this is for visuals for like the world and stuff like that. So again, if you're on a planet and there's like no moon or something like that, usually they put in these like little bake-in lights to make it a little bit brighter. This time around, like if there's like no moon or nothing casting to show like light and stuff like that, it is pitch black. It is dark. You can't really see. That's where that, again, when we go back to that the flashlight one right here, that's going to complement with this, because now when you're dealing with a lot of like enemies, creatures, animals and stuff like that, where it's like it's dark, it could be rainy, can't really see too well, and you're using a flashlight, it's going to make it even more terrifying, because again, monsters can just literally just come up behind you, especially if you don't have the the compass, with enemies and stuff like that. They could just come out of nowhere and attack you, and you got to defend yourself. So it's going to make it even more engaging in terms of like, thinking about, should I even travel at night in the dark, or should I wait in the daytime to travel? You know what I'm saying? So it makes it feel more scary and more immersed in the game world, and it's definitely on different planets. It doesn't have this fake baked in light to it. So, which is great. I like it. This one right here, make life easy, gameplay tweaks. So this is just simple tweaks and stuff like that. It's self-explanatory. You can read it for yourself. It just adds a little bit of, fixing certain things, like, vendors, doesn't have to be like 48 hours to restock. They'll restock every 24 hours, which is great. So what if I'm on a mission and stuff like that, when I come back, if I buy a certain item, they're gonna restock it, have something else and stuff. Cool. This one right here, this is high empty ship halves. So basically, when the Starfield update that happened in, I think it was what, May? That happened in May. They have those empty halves that you can like decorate your ship and stuff like that. If you don't like that, you can hide them. So this mod just does that. It'll just hide them. That doesn't mean that you can't decorate it. You could decorate it, but just the empty ones is just going to be hidden away. So if you don't want that, don't have to install this mod. But I install it because I don't really care about that. I just like the hubs and the stuff that they already have pre-made already, which is already good. I just decorate on top of it, and I'm pretty much a-okay with it. Sci-fi loading screen mega pack. Basically, when you are loading or fast traveling to another place or whatever, they will have like pre-image of like sci-fi stuff and stuff like that to see and look at. So it's cool, just a nice little touch. I like it, and it's pretty nice. It's a nice little touch, simple but easy. This one right here is the one that we was talking about earlier, which is the gameplay option extension. Again, like we already seen, like the three choices that we have, which is the item cost, the crafting cost, and the player speed, and they're gonna add like more in the future that's gonna be planned for this update. So I have that already installed, ready to go, which is like item rarity, armor resistance for like enemy and player, which that's pretty cool. Item weight, which is pretty cool as well, which is gonna make it even more difficult if you wanted to. Per points, gain. So basically, like, let's say for example, since I'm not fast leveling myself up really fast, so let's say my leveling is going to be just like an extra like 2%, like extra points for leveling. This one right here, if this one comes in, that means that if I do level up, I can increase my perk points per level. So like, let's say if it's like really slow, but my perk points will be like, I can have up to like three per level. So like every time I level up, because it's going to be longer, but in addition, I don't get one perk point, I get three, which is pretty cool. And then let's say it was the opposite. Let's say I was leveling up really fast. If I'm leveling up pretty damn fast, like if I remove the curation option for the XP one, I think it was the mod from the top one where it removes all that XP and stuff and XP bonus. Let's say if I remove that and I level up my character really fast, if they have this option be put in, that means I could put my perk point and just leave it like 2 every time I level up, or 1 every time I level up, because I'm leveling up so fast that I don't need a lot of perk points because I'm leveling up every single time. So if I can level up to between 1 to 14 in like a couple of missions, then my perk point should be just 1 per perk point because I'm leveling up that fast. But if it's slower, right? If I'm leveling up my stuff really slow and it's much more challenging, but it's still going to reward me because now every time when I level up, I'm going to earn, or, whatever the amount that I want to earn. I could probably say I want 3, perk point per level. So every time I level up, I get 3 perk points every time, which is cool. I like that. So that's going to be coming on the way. I don't know when. And then they have a whole bunch more stuff. So this is why I installed this mod, and I'm going to keep this mod there. City background music, basically it'll change some of the music and the background and stuff like that and add some music and stuff, which is pretty cool. Something if you want to add, you can add that. And last but not least, the color filter removal. Basically, you don't have that nasty green tint over it, or that nasty like green filter. If you don't like that and you want to see the game like really crystal clear without the green filter tint over it, this is the mod for you. And I like it, and I would not trade that up. I'd much rather have this. But yeah, pretty much this is pretty much the mods that I have so far installed right here. And so far it really is going to give me a run for my money. Like in terms of like difficulty and stuff like that, and how much I'm engaging myself with this game, is the mods and the difficulty settings really made this so much better to play, way more engaging to play, much more difficult and managing stuff and figuring out, and also like prepping myself and getting myself prepared for an expedition, really looking at a planet, making sure that I am bringing the right equipment with me, and making sure that I have stuff stocked up in my spaceship and stuff like that. So it really is this game is really giving me a run for its money, for sure. I think this is like nothing but a great time to jump in. So if you do these mods and you do the difficulty setting and you start a new game, I promise you, you're going to have a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot more challenging, a lot more harder, and it's going to be also fun. I don't want to turn this game into like Dark Souls, but I want to make sure it is mainly challenging enough to be engaging, but also you can still have fun with the game and still like have a great time, and you're not going to be like, frustrated or something like that. I think I kept this like pretty well balanced in terms of challenges and immersiveness, but also having fun. So, with that being said, we can start moving on towards the whatchamacallit. We can start moving towards the gameplay and stuff. I might as well just do a mission with you guys and kind of like, give you an overall idea with the combination of this and the mods as well install, how would this game will be like. So we're going to we're gonna do this one right here, which is Zen. And you can see right now with one of the mods right there, which is pretty cool. Now again, note with this, you see this right now, I'm just letting you know, if you do take pictures, is going to replace it. It's still going to be there with this mod, with those loading stuff and all that stuff. But if you just want that, just do not take any photos in Starfield. Don't have photos, because if you have the photos, the loading screen or whatever is going to basically have it. So like let's say like this, if you take a picture of this, it's going to replace it. So make sure you don't have any photos in the gallery. Like no photos in the gallery. If you don't have any photos, then you should be okay. Because then when you like load, right? So let's say if I'm going back on my ship, I'm just loading back where I was. See, if you load back onto here and you see this screen and this mod, if you take a photo, it's going to replace it. It's not like it's going to go away, but it's just going to replace it. You're not going to see this. So just make sure you have no photos in your gallery. No photos. None. Okay. Alright, so now we are on this ship. And you can see the mod for the pause screen right here, which it gives you this, which is pretty cool. I like it. And we can see right now the creations that we have installed right here, which don't worry, we'll go over this towards the very end of the video. And we will see the settings that I have on here with the gameplay options, which is right here. There's that. All right. So now we have to go through this mission right here, which we have to go and investigate the Freestar Collective mech factory. So basically we gotta go into this factory, kill a bunch of the first or whatever, find out. So there's that. We got our partner in crime right here, which we're gonna take along with us for backup. And first thing we need to do is we need to definitely get ourselves prepared, because we are not prepared for this mission, because all we got is clothing and stuff. So let me go into my ship, enter into my cargo. So there's my cargo stuff. And right now we're gonna take our suit, what we need. Now again, it goes back to what we did with those difficulty settings, because now when you look at the mass, like, you know, it's like 6.8, then it's like 7.0, and then like 8.4. You know, looking at the mass, you know, you got to be very careful, because the more mass you carry on you, the less, you know, stuff that you're going to, you know, grab or take, you know, whatever, when you're looting stuff. So for me, it's a balancing game here, but I'm going to take this one right here, which is the spacer one. We're gonna take this. Let's take the pack. What we're gonna do is basic, up to 20 plus carry weight, so it adds that little extra to it. We'll bring that along. I think that's going to be better for us. And for helmet, we will go with we'll go with this one. And we already got our outfit, but again, if we want to change our outfits and stuff, add a bit of more bonus to it, we can. But I think we already got our outfit that we need. Let's take a few grenades. It's like 20 mass a piece, so we're gonna do about 3. Leave everything else there. And we don't want to take all the med packs, but we're going to take a few of them. Gonna take 2 bandages, and we want to make sure that we are good for healing. Healing gel, will take like 3 of them. Just in case. Alright, let's see what we have here. Which, see, we got too many of these, so I just want to put some of this away. We'll bring about 11 of those. This healing base. If it was going on a longer expedition, I'll bring more stuff, but since there's only just a walk like right down where it is, I'm just gonna bring only the things that I need. Alright, so now let's go with some weapons here. Now I could go with something like this, something valuable, but again, should I take this? This takes 9 shots. Sniper rifle. This is a caliber weapon. might bring this one with me. We'll take a knife. We'll take a shotgun, but you know what? I'm going to bring the other shotgun for this one. We'll bring this one. We'll take 9 shots. We'll bring this one. We'll take... We'll take this one right here. I think that should be good. Alright, before I do that, making sure that I organize my weapons the way I need to. So I'll put my knife right there, pistol right there. We'll put the shotgun right down here. We already got our thing right over there, so we should be pretty good. So now we gotta take our bullets, what we need. Which now we're gonna have a variety of bullets. So now this gun is not going to be the same ammo. So if I have a 50 cal and the weight of the bullet is like 20 mass, for this, since I'm not going to go that far, I'm going to go just take about, I will say 60 bullets will be more than enough for this fight. This one right here, we're going to take about... We'll do 80 for this. And then the shotgun shells that we have, which it takes about 9 shots, we'll do 90. Save some for extra. Then this one we got about 1,000. I'm only going to take about 330. That should be more than enough. And then 7x7s will take... We'll take about 300. Alright. We should be good. Alright, so let's double check our stuff. Let's put in our outfits. I'm gonna do this one right here. Give us like protective damage and stuff like that. Making sure that we put in on our gear that we need, making sure the gear is equipped, because if we don't equip it, you're going to die. Gear is equipped, we got this equipped. Adds us like a bit more protection and stuff. So now we should equip our grenades. And then we should check our bullets, making sure that we do have enough. Good. 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 We should be good. We should be locked and loaded. Alright, now we're good. And we got our mid packs right there. Yeah, we should be good. We'll do this one. Right. Now we gotta take her along with us. Let's trade gear.
Take something off your hands?
Yep. Let's see what you got. Since she should have 4 weapons, so now she got a rifle, this, that. I'm gonna have her equip the sniper rifle. for this. And then she should be good for gear and outfit. That's good. And the ammo is fine, and everything else, she already got a grenade clip. That's good.
See you on the other side.
Alright, so now let's go get ourselves going for this. Alright.
Oh, I hope we see some creatures.
Yep. Alright, just hold off for a minute. I'm just pausing this real quick. Just going to go to my task manager. Oh, the details. Go to here. Go to okay. Alright, so that should be okay. Alright, that should be good. Alright. Nope, lags a little bit. Let me just do like this. Turn off the preview screen for that. Alright, that's a lot better. Alright, good. Alright, so now let's go out on this mission and see what it has to offer. So we have to go down this way. And again, we got to be very careful because I don't know if they got traps or anything, and also I can still look around and stuff. Or just check over here. Seems a bit too quiet. Seems way too quiet, and I don't like that. When it's too quiet, you know, like shit is about to go down. I'll tell you that fucking much. Shit is about to go down. Oh wait. Shit, I didn't even see that right there. I did not see that. Back up. Yep, come over this way. Put 2 bullets into that. Alright, here's one of the mods right here where we're going to, we can either loot all or we can just strip equipment, which we're going to just strip equipment. So then we can just go in here and take stuff. So, yeah, you know what? We're going to take it. We're going to take this. We're going to take this, and we're going to take that. You know, make sure you pay attention to your mass, which is your weight. We got about 60, so I still got some room to still carry some stuff as well. Again, just looking. Do we need this? No, because we already got 2 of those. We'll just take the bullets. That's it. This, do we need it? Not really, because I already got suits and stuff like that, so I'm straight. More than need it. But it's crazy that we see UC Ranger out here, but I don't. That's only like one. That's crazy. It's only one out here. Gotta be very, very careful. And there's one right there. Whoa. I didn't even see that right next to me. What the fuck? Damn. I had no idea that shit was right next to me. It probably must have been hiding in that bush right there, you know? Okay.
This is Paxton Hull, commanding officer of the 1st. Marshal Blake must be getting desperate sending a lone deputy out here. But I'll give credit where it's due. You're a hell of a pilot. If you came here seeking justice, it's waiting for you inside.
Hold on. Yeah, it is waiting for me inside, but I ain't gonna go in there like an idiot. There's gotta be something wrong. I don't like this. Maybe I do it. Get behind cover, because I ain't trying to get inflicted. I'm gonna have to use a sniper rifle for this. Got one shot. Got it.
Need help here! Grenade going out!
Shit. Come on. Fuck.
Give me your best shot!
I toss a grenade.
I'm not gonna last much.
Got him. Got one. Trying to get up there. Fuck. Shit. Alright, nice and easy. Nice and easy. Oof, this is gonna be Fuck. Damn, these motherfuckers are good. Told you, see, this is why you gotta take cover now. Shots, careful. There we go. Oh, that's one. Shit. Got two. Alright, she's back up. Good. Good. Oh.
Hey there, Captain.
Alright. Let's trade.
Need a hand with...
Let's give you something a little more oomph to it. Alright.
Catch you later.
Let you equip that.
They're asking for it.
Taking on the first death sentence.
You got nothing on me.
Heal myself up. God damn it. Got him. Oh, whew. Yo, girl, I was about to shoot this bitch. Alright, let's clear out the area. Let's look around before we go into the creepy spaghetti shit. Alright. Seems like that's about it. So let's go get some calibers. Take this. First, ooh, this one? Hell yeah, we'll take that. No problem. We already got that. Seven by sevens, got a med pack. I don't know how many med packs we have using, but we have used some med packs already. Shock trooper. Might as well take this. Take this one and this. I'll give that to my partner. Okay. Alright. It looks like they're not going to be messing around. I think before we moved on and start going inside, I think we should go back, retreat, and then I kind of got to regroup on what do I need to bring. You see, this is where it's like those expeditions and stuff like that. It's gonna come in handy. I didn't even notice that was there too. Oh, shit. Oh well. So now it's going to give me an idea of what I'm going to be dealing with inside from here on forward. So I'm going to have to start bringing in some equipment and probably some more med kits, because we're going to be it's going to be a really difficult gunfight and that shit. I can already tell you. It ain't going to be a walk in the park. So, let's go have our inventory. Let's store some weapons. I think what we're going to bring is we're going to bring this one. In a replacement, we're going to throw back the sniper rifle. This is 35, 12. We're going to throw this back. We'll keep the tombstone. Throw back the sniper rifle. Get a short range. You know what? We'll keep this one just in case. If it is going to be some long range gunfights. Because I don't want to waste. I don't want to waste it. But I'm going to have to carry it. You know, these are hard times. These are very difficult times, man. I'll carry the sniper rifle just in case, even if we're indoors. At least it has the silencers to it. If anything. Or I should carry the lighter one. You know what? I'm gonna keep this one. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep the sniper. I'm not going to keep the long range sniper rifle. I'm going to stage it, add some more bullets, and get a shorter barrel for it. Then I'm going to get the so I'm going to give one of those to my partner. I have one for myself, one for that, and she'll equip it for that. And then alright, so what we're going to do. I'm going to get the short range one. Right here, we're going to get this one with the reflex one. That should be fine. I should bring this one just in case if I need to go a little short range on stuff. Or better yet, I should just bring this pistol. We'll bring this pistol. And then we'll put away that, and that should be okay. Or, you know what? We got a lot of these, and it's lighter. Even though it does 84 damage. I'm gonna go change that. We'll put that away. We'll bring this along. 4.3 mag. And we already got that in place. We'll bring the tools down in place of the other one. I got in case. Damn, I've only got 55? Shit. That means I'm really going to have to use that for last. Probably like if I get more MMs, then I'll probably use it. We don't got this anymore because we're gonna put that away. We'll put these away. Okay, we got that much. Okay, we're pretty good with that. With the MMs. The 11 millimeters. 90 shotgun shells. I think we're gonna need more than that. It sounds like it's going to be a tough ass gunfight. So we'll bring. We will bring. We gotta bring this one right here as well. We'll do 100 of these. Caliber, we'll bring another. We'll bring another 70. This one, we'll bring another 100. Another 140, I think that should be okay. I think that should be okay. Alright, so put that right there. We'll put this right there just in case. We're probably gonna be two stone in here. Okay, it's gonna be a tough ass fight. 33 of those. That's for emergencies. Shotgun. 80 bullets. That's pretty good. 140. 400. Okay, that should be good. I think we got too much of that. Too much of that. Too much calibers. We'll put some of the calibers away. We'll put like at least. Yes. Yeah, 192 millimeters straight. I'll put this a little bit of back. Wait, oops. Don't want to put it all the way. Oops, my bad. Dude, 430, that's fine. That's for emergencies. We'll put this away because we don't have that. And yeah, let's put the shotgun a little bit more. Let me just grab some more bullets off of here. How many shotgun shells we have? We got these. I'll probably just grab about 25 more. That should be more than enough. Alright, aid. I think we got enough of that. I'll carry this. Already got a couple of those. I'm gonna carry those. Carry one of those. Carry one of these. We don't want a whole bunch of med packs, but we're just gonna carry a few extra more just in case. So I'm gonna have to go back in here. We don't want all the med packs as we're just gonna waste. That's be just a waste. 18 and we'll put that. 15, that sounds about good. 15, extra 5. That sounds about good. We'll put that away. Okay, so we got our ammo check. We got our grenades and stuff and checked. Let's see. Maybe we should. No, we will keep this on because we want the carry capacity and stuff. That's what we want. Put this away. This will help us with our damage, but we do want the carry capacity and stuff. You know what? Fuck it. We're gonna make sacrifices here. We're gonna have to get the shock trooper. We're gonna have to do it. We're going to have to do it. But we'll keep this on, which is fine. Just not gonna hinder us. So we'll put this away. And then for helmets, we're gonna wear this, and we'll put this one and this one away. That's it. Okay, we should be all set. Alright, now we are well prepared. Let me hand her this weapon.
There you are. Ah.
Yep. Heavy with the tombstone for this one. And then we will take away this one. This one. Let you carry 3 of those weapons. Those, okay.
Enjoy your day.
Alright. Now we can put this away. It's fine. We don't need this. We don't need that. Okay, now we're good. We're good. Alright, let's go back out there. Because now we assess the enemy and knowing like how difficult they are. And again, we don't even know, I can't even see what level they are or hub. But I'm going to make sure I am well prepared for this gunfight. I should carry this pistol. Have it on me in the ready. Okay, so now let's look around just to make sure that we picked up everything that we possibly can pick up. Which there is another tombstone. I think I haven't did this. This one, another one right here. We might come back for that. Maybe we will like sell it and stuff like that. We'll see. Everything else should be pretty good. I don't see anything else over here. Nope, nothing over there. Okay, so now I think we should be good. Just check over here, check this person. Alright. Before I do it, save it. Back in.
I'm a man of action. I've got no use for lies. So when I tell you that you're being manipulated, you know I'm telling the truth. You think the Council of Governors really cares about anything but themselves? They're greedy and corrupt. You're a tool in the hands of the unworthy, just like I once was. I was loyal. I followed orders, and I led good men and women to their deaths. I'll carry the stain of that dishonor to my grave.
What the?
Shit. Got it.
Let it one fly! Damn! Give me your best shot!
Did I get him? Yep. Got him. Alright, time for some long ranges.
You're asking for trouble. Grenade going out.
For the glory of the first!
Thank you. See his foot like all the way down there. Think I got him. Yep, I got him. Okay. Time to reload. Nothing there.
Get back here. I'll show you what I'm made of.
Gotta bury you, Scout!
You won't last a minute.
Damn heat leeches. Do we have anything here? Something. Oh, they got shock trooper. I'll take that. That's fine. Just take that.
You really don't want to do this. Throw in a grenade.
Fuck. Damn it. I gotta fucking heal myself.
Come and get me.
Alright. Guess we're gonna have to heal ourselves. No, this is the part where you definitely gonna... This is why you gotta bring aid kits to it. So we're going to bandage ourselves up. And our stats should be good. Puncture wound stable. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna have to take out this.
Is that really all you got?
Going down.
I'm bleeding. I'm throwing a grenade. I'm tougher than I look. Get down.
Alright.
You've got nothing on me.
Darn one. Shit. Close this door. Ooh, bashing and stuff like that. Take that.
I'll show you what I'm made of.
Damn. Got nothing. Can't get him from this distance. Nope. It's not gonna do us any good. What I should do is eat something real quick, and then that should help me to heal. I might have to use this too. Chicken. Damage resistance for 250 damage resistance for 5 minutes. Alright, might have to position myself for this. Shit. Trying to pinpoint those shots. Where are they coming from? Come on. Got one. The heal. I do what they're gonna come flanking around. That's why we always gotta find another route. Bitch. Two. Can't see the shot where it comes from. There we go. Let that shit burn. Shit. So oh shit.
Gotta bury you, Scab!
Didn't mean to do that. Take this. Might take this one. Put this one up down. This. I'll just take it with this one also. Oh, I don't want that. Okay. Ooh, this is... Damn, this is gonna be a tough-ass gunfight. And I don't like it. And I do not like it. And I'm fucking bleeding! Alright. Okay. Looks like this is the time to start collecting now. Before I make my way over there. You see security uniform. Oh, got enough supplies for that. Take it. We'll come back and loot the rest of it when we do come back.
Hey, another kill.
Shit. Ooh, I'm about to die. Holy shit. Holy shit, yo. I'm about to almost die. Whoop. Guess we're gonna have to use this. Sorry.
Really don't want to do this. You got no chance.
Pick up the shotgun for this.
You've got no idea who you're messing with.
Yeah, but you don't have no idea who you fucking with, too. Oh, shh.
Got nothing on me.
Good. One dog. Two. Good. I'm outnumbered, outgunned.
Give me your best shot.
Good. Alright. Clear. Room's clear. We got everything out of here. Let's get out. Jesus fucking Christ. That shit was crazy. I told you, this shit's gonna put up a fucking gunfight, alright. I'm hurt, I'm injured, I'm tired. I just want to go back on my ship and just go to Kila in one piece. Save it right here. Alright. Alright, seems like we got that part done. Alright. So, let's go back to Aquila City. I don't want to go too further, because then it'll just be way too long for this. So let's just jump back to Aquila City real quick. And then, I'll show you, like, what the rest of the mod's done. Like, we already got some loot. We got some stuff. Let's go retreat back and head back to the ship. Like, we took care of them, you know, had a pretty good gunfight and stuff. But, you know, we still gotta explore around and stuff. Alright, let's go. Let's go back. Take our nice bit of loot. So we see we just did some gun battles and stuff. Now it's like nighttime. This is like the other mod, like I said, where you can see how this flashlight really helps when it's like pitch black. Like you can see how pitch black it is. There is like literally no light whatsoever except for some of the light sources. This is why this flashlight comes in handy, because it will make it feel a lot more immersive, a lot more dangerous. And you could tell, like, just like walking through here, it feels scary. Like, imagine if like a Terramorph just pops out. It would be even more terrifying. Trying to fight a Terramorph with a flashlight in the dark, like it's pitch black out here. Like, look at this. Look, it is literally pitch black. It is dark. You're gonna need a flashlight to travel through in the landscape. But we're gonna go back on our ship.
Let's keep our fingers crossed for a safe flight.
And we're gonna go back to Aquila City. Right? We took some loot, we took some stuff. Now we can go and sell some stuff and so on and so forth. Like, look how dark that is. That is crazy dark. Alright, so now let's go right here. We can go towards the ship. No, sorry, towards this. And then we'll back this out. And this is the other mod that I'm telling you, that where you have more like colonized stuff on the planet. So you see, like, I can land right here, you know, level up, grind, get some loot, you know, whatever cool gear and stuff. Like, there's like more things to do on the planet and to land and stuff, so, which is pretty cool, and I like it. So now we're going to get up out of here, and we're gonna go jump back to, I think it's this planet. I think it is. Nope. Spirit DCs. I think it was. What was it? Not this one. Was it this? Yep. Okay, so it's this one. So now we're gonna go travel back to Aquila City. Going to land here. This is so cool. I like the mod with art and stuff. It's sick. It's pretty cool. Okay, so now we landed back to Aquila City, and we got our partner.
I was just wondering where you'd gone. If you need me.
We'll let her return back to the post. Now, since we're here, we can like sell our items, like goods and stuff like that. Like if we need to earn more credits or whatever. So for this, right, we can sell it from our ship, which we do have a lot of weapons. So if we decide to like, you know what, I don't like this weapon, whatever, you know, double bash is not really worth it. It's a shotgun, or we already got a shotgun already. We can just sell that, get more credit off of it. We can sell this. We got an extra one of those. You know, sell our items. Like again, that's just from the trade authority. But if we was to go towards inside of the city, and then we'll go to our first destination, which is here. Let's say we go to this weapon shop right here.
Outlaws? Sure, Laredo. Don't make me regret this.
So now, like every vendor, and no matter what, this is that mod that I was talking about, where you see how now she got like at least like 45 weapons to pick. Before it was like what, like 10, 15, maybe like 20. Now it's like 45, it's double. So now, like, you know, since we can't afford it, but hey, if we sell some of our stuff from our, you know, from the ship, and say, oh, well, you know, if I sell some of this, you know, like, let's say I don't need this anymore. I don't use this. I don't need that. You know, like, you know, if we start selling some stuff, like selling some gear and stuff like that, that we don't need, right? You know, earn that bit of credit, and then we can go and actually buy items. So now we sell, I think we sold that. And let's say we got a lot of, you know, let's say this, we sold that. We'll sell some of these. I don't care about these. We'll keep this. Or maybe we'll just say, we'll sell you for like 3 of them. Yeah, boom. And we'll sell some shrapnel. I don't care about shrapnel. So now we got 4,000 credits. You know, now we can go here, we can start buying some stuff, like, you know, items that are affordable, right? Even though we made it more expensive, but hey, now it costs money to, you know, to get certain things and stuff like that. So which is cool. I like this because now it just adds, like, you know, variety of weapons we can shop for, stuff, buy what we can and cannot afford. And then there's like other shops too. But like, again, we can also like say, hey, do we need more bullets? Yes, we do. We'll say, hey, we need more of this, you know, whatever. So we can adjust it, whatever, buy certain stuff, sell certain items and stuff. So it's cool. It's nice. I like this. It adds a bit of more challenge. And again, if it's too expensive, you can always just put it back to normal, which is fine. And you can say like, hey, I'll make my whatever item more expensive. You could do that too. So selling more expensive. So like, let's say right now, let's go right now to the settings. So we go to settings, go to blade options. We'll say, okay, we see that it's like, we want to keep this, but we'll keep this at normal. And then we'll sell it very expensive. And, you know, we'll keep the decreased speed to 2. So it'll just basically total XP will be 0, which is fine. So now it's saved. Now we go back to this person.
You seem.
So now we go back in here. Now you see, like, I think it's going to change like after when it refresh, but now it should be like, you know, affordable prices and stuff. Like this, I want to buy this, but it's over my budget. Let's see, we can do this. Let's see, we can go to the store, like we can go to the store next door because they sell bullets and all that stuff, so even all the shopkeepers have it. So like this
Take a look
one,
around. Well,
and it's not just this Aquila city, is every city, so every city is going to have this. So now he got like 40 weapons, and I can go check his stuff and see what I like and whatever. If I do like certain attachments to it, I can buy it, save it up, whatever, if I choose so. Or I can be like, you know, if I got enough space suits, right? If I got like 7 space suits that I don't really need, let's take for example, I don't want this one, I'm not a fan of it, I sell it, get an extra few credits. I don't care about, I don't know, this one, the med one, or this one. You know, if I sell it, I get like 1,000 credits and stuff like that, you know, whatever. So we'll just sell this. This is just for shits and giggles. We didn't even save it. And let's say I don't like this one. I want to keep these 3. Let's say for the helmet again, let's say, oh, I don't want this one. I'll keep this one. That's fine. And let's say I got a whole bunch of appearance and I want to sell some of these. I don't need all of them. Just sell like this. We'll sell one of these. This. And then throwable, we already sold some of that. Medical stuff, if I go to the medical stuff, I can sell that too. I got one of these, which is fine. And now I can start, like, you know, buying certain stuff. Like, okay, I need certain items. You know, do I need a spacesuit? Do I need, you know, like, again, like aid? Do I need bandages? Yes. If it doesn't have enough bandages, I go to the doctor. They'll give me more bandages. Do I need food? Do I need, you know, like other things like resources if you need it? Do you need, like, for your ship stuff, miscellaneous stuff? Or like, again, like digipicks. I think does sell digipicks, if anything. Yep. So there's digipicks, so there's like whatever. I just need like 3. Boom. Got 3 extra digipicks. You know, so it's like a give and take. You know, you sell, you know, you gather loot, put it on your ship, and then go sell it to the vendor. They'll buy it, and then you just buy certain items, you know what I'm saying? Like what you need and stuff. You know, that's the whole part of like when you're looting and stuff and collect valuable stuff. And even if you're not going to use it, collect it, put it on, and then just sell it later. And then when you say, oh, I don't have enough credits, you know, you could sell it, and then you have enough credits to buy certain things, you know. And then if you need it, you know, keep it on your ship. So then when you do going out, like whatever about your business, you can still have these items and stuff. But it's cool because at least that's going to kind of balance between, like, you know, again, the how expensive it is, the, you know, the amount of stuff that they have. They have a lot of stuff. Like the bullets and stuff is a lot, so it's not going to be to the point where, oh, they only got like 80 shotgun shells. They got like at least like 200-300 shotgun shells. You just got to put them out.
That bad, can it?
Please, let me know if I can be of... Here's what I haven't...
See, like this. So now if I go to this shop and, you know, you can see they got more weapons, valuable ones, like, you know, you can save and buy. There's stock ones that you want to get. So there's like an abundance, like different variety attachments to it. So again, you can always come here to buy the certain one that you want, what you want to buy, or maybe you want to sell your own and then say, okay, if I sell this, I should have enough credits to buy this weapon, you know, so on and so forth. You know, that's what I like about that mod. It's just like, is rather than them like having, they already got credits, it's just like you just trying to buy stuff, and then just it's like a trade and buy thing. the other mod, I think it will also show that like they do sell like
Everyone
outfits and
needs
stuff.
spies. Take a gander.
So like, let's say this one right here, appearance. You can see like they sell appearance, like a lot of outfits on here, variety of outfits. I think they also sell the Freestar collective stuff. Space Roll. So they do sell items here, so which is good. Let's go with valuable items. So they got all the valuable stuff you can buy, which is cool. And it's not like the only shop here that does it. It's like every other shop, you know, that has this. So, like again, if you go to the Trade Authority, they'll have different outfits as well. Let's see. Let's see. I think it's up here.
Yeah?
That's the Trackers Alliance. I think, where's the Trader Alliance? Or Trade Authority. It should be a Trade Authority shop somewhere. I know I'm not crazy. Okay, there it is. Trade Authority over there.
Be careful if you run into those eclectic jerks. Fly around like they own the settled systems. They like to use old, abandoned facilities as outposts.
Trade Authority. So this one in here, same thing.
Do you have business with...
Huh. Down to...
So like again, variety of weapons. So they might have different weapons over here. So which is good. And then they should have a variety of outfits as well. I think it should. No, they don't have that outfit, so not this one. But at least they have a variety of spacesuits as well. So if you're looking for a particular suit, you can buy it. Helmets. I like this mod. This mod is very, very helpful. Like, especially if you need items like, oh, I need frag grenades or I need this. But the thing is, again, they overstock, but they still got to sell it to you. So it still costs money. So, but I like this because at least it's like a shop where I can say, okay, do I need this? Do I need that? Do I need digipicks? You know, and stuff like that. Before, just in case. So yeah, you know, this is where, like, again, you heal yourself up. Oh yeah, before I end this video, let me show you that too, because now since we took damage, right, like whatchamacallit, from that expedition that we did, that little expedition. Now we have to go here and go to the doctor.
You seen them? You getting a scrape? Best come see me. Let's have a look at you. Doesn't look bad at all.
See, now, see, I still want to heal my wounds, yes.
Hold still now. You're all patched up, deputy. Now get back out there.
Now I can buy
Sure,
supplies.
here you go.
So now, like, you see now she got, like, over supplies and stuff, which is good. Like, oh, I need bandages, I can get bandages. If I need this, I can get this. Which is good, you know, if I need med kits, I'm gonna need med kits. So that is cost. and it doesn't update till 24/7. So like again, if I need more bandages, I buy more bandages. If I need more of this, so at least like she has the stuff in stock, and then I just have to pick and choose what do I need to bring, what do I need to buy, and then you go out there, you know, again,
Enjoy Aquila City.
use loot
For God's sake,
items,
be careful.
and yeah. So basically, you heal yourself, and then you prepare yourself. You go back out there, you loot items, loot equipment, and stuff like that. Bring it towards the ship. Then you come back here or go to any other city. You sell the items, and then you could buy certain things or whatever that you need for your ship, for yourself, your crew, and then you rinse and repeat. You go back out there, fight dangerous enemies, stuff like that. It's very rewarding. It's very rewarding. You see, like that was a good gunfight between in cover and seeing them being more aggressive, like coming up towards you. And then you can see that we don't have the health bar or anything like that. So we really have to start picking and choosing and taking our shots wisely and being more careful, because you can easily die very, very quickly. Like from this little gameplay video demo, like you can obviously see that, but it's much more rewarding than anything else. It's pretty good. I like the setup that I have right now. All right, so since we're at the tail end of this video, I'm going to basically show you the mod creations and the order and the name of it. So if you want to pause in this video to see it, you can do so. I'm just going to go down each one at a time. And, you know, if you need to find the mods on the mod creation, and again, all these mods are absolutely free, 100% free. You don't have to pay for it, as long as you download the mod. And this is the order that I have for the mod order list. So if you want to do it for yourself and you want to try it out, tweak it, whatever you want to do. But this is what I have. And that's about it. Hopefully you enjoyed this Starfield gameplay update, and I'll basically see you guys on the next one. Peace.